So this one, what I did with the large board is I preloaded row 2, hello, hello. I preloaded row 2, all the normal holes and all the shared holes. So it looks like stitching going all the way around. Row 3, I just did the normal holes, okay? Row 4, I went all the way around. And row 5, I'm going to go all the way around with an added little touch, okay? So, recap, row 3, all the way around. Row 4, normal holes. Row 2, all the way around. Row 3, normal holes. Row 4, all the way around. And row 5, I will be going all the way around with a little added touch. And this is what I've got so far. Okay, I'm gonna show you how I made the petals. And I've already pre-did most of the petals, so what I did with the normal holes on row 2, I used the black and white window pane mesh. It's really pretty, it's glittery. So I used, in the normal holes, I used 8 pieces on row 2 of the black and white mesh. And this is what I'm going to be using. Row 2. 8 black and white. Also row 2, I'm using 8 blue. Row 3, I'm using 8 blue. Row 4, I'm using 16 white. And row 5, I'm using 8 white. And then I'm coming back with 4 white. All of them were cut at 10 inches. Okay? Thanks, Danny. My Starbucks. Okay, so you're going to cut 28 pieces of white at 10 inches, 16 pieces of blue at 10 inches, and 8 pieces of black and white at 10 inches. Hello, hello. Now, if you guys wouldn't mind floating my boat or sprinkling me or sending me over the falls, that would be great. All right, so I will post this list when I do the editing. So all I'm doing with this mesh is taking the top, okay, and I did all the petals the same. Row 5 is going to be a little bit different, and that's why I left it, okay? You're going to take your top corner, bring it down to your bottom corner. So it's a triangle in front of you, okay? Then you're going to, and I did not wood burn anything. So I just cut it with my rotary cutter on my mat, okay? It's not a fair advantage for people that don't have a rotary cutter, and that's why I chose this particular petal. Hello, Ashley Flores. So again, 10 by 10 piece, bringing it down, matching the corner up to the bottom, taking my right corner and bringing it right down so the seam is down the center. So the corner is meeting the bottom corner here, okay? Now I'm taking my left side and bringing it just slightly over that right seam, but straight down, just like that, okay? And you have kind of an envelope fold. And then I'm going to spin it to the left and pinch about 1.5 inches up. So you have about 1.5 inches tail down here. Okay, and I like to pull to make sure I want my tip pointy. Okay, and then I flip it over because it's easier to do this flower when you don't have to have all the seams matching. So when you do the flower, you can do the seam up, but if you don't have all the seams matching, it kind of looks funny. So if you face it downwards, you don't have to worry about the seam, okay? And all the normal holes on row 2 are going with the black and white, okay? So it's just kind of framing. It's framing the wreath. All right, so I'm gonna skip this larger spot, the shared holes, and I'm going in again with the black and white. I do have them pre-made. Now you can pre-make your petals really easy. Now the rubber bands were not in the challenge box, but you can most definitely go to the dollar store and grab these little clear elastic bands. And throw one of these rubber bands on it, and that way your petals are done. Just like that. Okay, again, I'm still going over. I'm putting the black and white into the normal zip tie and zipping it up. Now I did pre-make a bunch. I still have white ones to do, so this is the daisy petal if you want to look on our YouTube channel. So I am going in. Now, if all these zip ties confuse you, this is like a window pane mesh. If all the zip ties confuse you, do the normal zip ties. I'll flip it over so you can see. Normal meaning these two that are very close, and then you'll see it looks like stitching, but you'll see there's a longer piece here. You can skip these, do your black and white ones first, and then go back, clip those off, and then put your zip ties in. Because we're going to put some blue right on top. So you can see they're kind of overlapping each other, just like that. Maybe one more. Serge edge up at the top, left, bottom right, curl up, top corner down. Bring the right straight down the middle, the left just slightly over the middle. Scrunch about 1.5 inches up, give it a tug, flip it upside down, and we're putting it in the normal zip tie hole here. Alrighty, so once you're done that, you're going to go around with your wire nippers and clip off the zip tie tails that you just did. And the whole wreath is done with the same petal fold. It's just the colors, the different colors. Okay, so there's our black and white. Now I'm going in with these with blue. So we've got this blue in the kit. Again, same fold. We're just going to put them in between so they kind of sit up above the black and white. We're still on row 2, and you want to make sure when you're putting your petals in that all of them on the row are the same length. You'll see I do have strings and stuff, but with this petal fold, it really hides it well without having to heat seal. And I'm just going around and sticking it in. All right, that's row 2. Again, we're going to go around, clip these off. All right, we're on row 3. And row 3, again, I'm doing blue. And there's only 8. It's like a teal kind of turquoise. It's called robin egg blue. It's really, really pretty. So this is row 3. There's 8. I have those done. There's one over here. I knew I was missing one. So you guys will see shortly how I'm going to be making 3 wreaths with all the supplies we had in that box. Starting to get big. Okay, now row 3 or 4, I'm sorry, row 4, they're preloaded. They're just going to be white, normal white, same fold. I'm going to go around and put the normal petals or the not shared holes in first, and then kind of do what I did with the blue, so the shared holes kind of sit in front like that. It's not a fabric mesh, it's more similar to a poly burlap. It's very plasticky, but easy to do folds. It behaves itself. It's called a horizontal wide stripe. It is a new mesh that the manufacturer has come out with. It's half the price of a poly burlap. It is really nice to do with Dean Michael petals as well, if you like that, because it wood burns really nice as well. See, I didn't think anybody would think of just doing a simple flower that you could give as a gift for Christmas out of the challenge box. So I kind of tricked you guys with the Halloween signs. Well, I will be using the Halloween signs, just I'm going to be doing swags with them. All right, we need 2 more. I'll do the fold again. I left 2 white so you can see it. Okay, again, 10 by 10. Serge edge, top left, bottom right, always. Okay, you're gonna bring the top down to the bottom. Now this mesh is 10.5 inches, but I cut it 10 so we can save on mesh for our other projects, okay? And with this fold, you don't need to have a completely perfect square, okay? So you can see that mine's off just a bit, but that's okay because once I fold it, you're not going to be able to tell. You're going to fold it exactly the same way. And you'll see you'll have strings. I just pull them off so they're not hanging. About 1.5 inches up. Kind of pull it. Flip it over. And put it right into your zip tie. Okay, so that is one more, and that's row 4 done. So if you haven't put your photo up for the September challenge box on the pinned, you have until I'm finished this flower to get it up there, to be eligible for $100, $50, or $25 gift card. So that in. Alrighty. Isn't this looking fabulous? Almost kind of looks like a snowflake. No, I did not wood burn or heat seal this mesh at all. All right, now I'm going to go in and we are going to preload row 5. So I'm going to do the normal holes. So I'm stuck there. I didn't trim my tails. I'm being lazy. I didn't trim my tails, my friends. And I'm going to show you how to make a flower center with just mesh. Okay, there's 4. These are the normal holes. I know they're hard to see because it's on the white. There's 4. Okay, so there's 4. And then we're also going to do the shared holes, but I'll do these 4 first. Now, what we're going to do is we're making the exact same petal, but we're just making it a little bit smaller. Okay, we're just going to do a little bit smaller. And I'll show you in one sec. So I'm going to get these 4. Into these things, and then I'll make the petal. It's folded the same way, just one step a bit different. Okay. So those are the normal 4. Hi, Tom Hutton. Now we're going to preload. I'm going to have to go down and up. The shared holes, so down and up, even though there's a zip tie already there. Usually I have these preloaded, but because I'm using white mesh, it would have been hard to watch me preload it. Oh yes, lots of people do it as a sunflower, this fold. I do it often for a day to make a daisy, but it's a nice fold, and I'll show you. I'm going to show you how I'm making these next 4, these 8 on row 5, just a bit smaller, and then again we're going to do something else. All right, so we got our 10 by 10.5 mesh. Okay. Do the same fold, top. You got your serged edge at the top left, bottom right. Bring this down, corner down. Bring this straight over, so you're doing exactly the same, straight down. Now, I don't want the petal very wide. So, see how it's wide? I want it a little smaller so it looks like kind of a star in the center here. And to achieve that, what I'm going to do is bring this corner into the middle, this corner into the middle like this, flip it over, And again, about 1.5 inch tail. And you got a smaller petal. Now you can glue these corners down if you want, but once it's folded and it's sitting in the flower for a while, they'll stay. Oh, you need to cut some of this tail off. All right, and we're going to put it right in. And as you can see, they sit together like a star. So they sit beside each other when you fold it like that. So I pre-did them with the, see again, fits right in, right beside the two that I had already in there. And it makes it a really, really nice look for the center of your flower. But we're still not done. And I'll do one more. Oh, this one's not folded back. So you're just folding the corners kind of in down the center. So it fits right in. Just like that. Isn't that cool? All right, I have one more to make. Oh, no, I don't. All right. That is looking fabulous. It almost really does look like a snowflake. All right, we're gonna do something different again. Because, and believe it or not, I still have mesh. I have blue mesh left over, I have white left over, and I have black and white left over, even though I made this huge, ginormous flower. So again, I'm going to go over these zip ties that are already there on row 5. All the way around again. So I'm going to show you, we're going to add a little oomph to this wreath. Now, a silver, if you have a silver bling rope center, it would look fabulous on this flower. And you could just stop it there. But I didn't have bling rope in my box, so. Or like a lot of people did, they put this sign right in the center. Look how pretty that will be, and call it a day. Not us. So basically with this challenge box, I was just really trying to get you guys, and this is what we do a lot in the VIP group. I really wanted to get you guys to really think outside the box and use what you have instead of buying stuff. So use what's in your stock or in your stash before you go buy a whole bunch of stuff. So this is what, the challenge was, use what's in the box. Now you could, I did say add whatever else you want, because I really want you guys to be able to sell your creations. Some of you made centerpieces, and oh my God, gorgeous. But nobody made just a normal flower. And I really thought somebody would, but they didn't. Okay, I've preloaded 8, again, right over top of the current 8 that are in there. We're gonna make small, let me just clean this up a bit, small little petals, the same fold, to go in the center there, okay? So I got still the same. I cut my mesh. Oh, hold on. I cut my mesh same way. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rotary cutter and I'm going to cut this mesh in half. Okay? Doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of in the middle. So you make 2 triangles. Okay? 1 piece of mesh, 2 triangles. Yeah, we had a really good response to it. And I really, really loved seeing what everybody made. And again, you did not have to do it. You can make exactly what I'm making. But I'm going to probably try and do one for November. I'm going to try. Aw, did you get any done, Dawn? Even if you post some of your finished wreath, that will still give you will still give you a credit to go towards the gift cards. All right, you guys ready for this? So we got this funny looking piece of mesh. It's a triangle. Like I said, I'm going to be making small petals exactly the same. And how we're going to do this is I'm going to take this half piece with the corner at the top. All right, still looks like a triangle. I'm going to bring it down just like this. Okay, then I'm going to fold it over. So I'm bringing this right so it's right in the middle. And I'm going to bring this side kind of over like this. All right, when you flip it over, you got small baby ones. A small baby one. And we're going to cut this. And watch how pretty it looks. Again, it's kind of simulating a snowflake. Look at that. I don't know if you guys, oh, it's probably hard to see, right? Can you see it's kind of sticking out? Again, I'll do it again. Take the tip of it, bring it down to the bottom. I'm going to bring my right side over, and what I'm doing is just making a straight line going down with my mesh. Again, the same thing with the left. Flip it over, pinch it, bring the sides in, and you have baby petals. Oh, that's great, Dawn. Anybody that didn't finish it, please just post whatever you got finished. I'm going to put it in around the same. Get these out of the way. So again, we're not using a lot of mesh, right? We're making a center with just mesh. Baby ones. And I'm just going around the inside. Look how pretty that is. You guys love it? You guys really didn't think I was going to do something really obvious, did you? Like you really didn't think I was going to just make a flower and put the sign in it. You guys know me better now by now. But again, I really just wanted you guys to use what you had in front of you and learning how to do that and still making something fabulous. Like this wreath, you could probably sell for $60, and that's $10 less than you paid for the whole box. And we're going to make 2 more wreaths. It could count, Jan. Jan Brown Cook. Go put your name in there, because if it comes up and you won, I'm going to give it to you. Because I did see you open your box on a live. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hi, Nadine. Sorry to hear that, Karen. So again, I'm just going straight. I'm bringing this straight down, so it's straight. Bringing this down, straight. So it's still doubled up, but we're just making little ones. All right, 2 more. Isn't that cute? And then we'll just put a piece of mesh in the center and we will be done. And we will do our giveaway. We'll do 1 prize, and then we'll do the first prize. No, actually we'll do the 3rd prize, and then I'll make my 1 swag, and then we'll do another prize and I'll make the other swag. Hi, Barbara Craft. I know it, right? I knew everybody, it's so nice to see no Christmas and fall right now, but this is an amazing design for a gift. You know, Christmas is coming. And not everything has to be Christmassy. You know, you can make gifts. And of course, you don't have to use these colors, but they do really go pretty together. All right, we are done that. Isn't that cute with the little center there? Like that. Now I am going to put just a little bit of a ruffle in the center to cover this mess up. Okay, so hopefully you can see the side. So this would be awesome for a sunflower as well. And if you add up all the colors that I showed, or showed the paper at the beginning, you'll be able to tell how many pieces I used. If you want to use it all 1 color. So it's 12, 28, 52 pieces. 52 pieces. No, Jean Ann, you do not have to be present to win. All right, now I'm going to go down the center. We still haven't used the center hole. Look, the back is still really nicely clean and everything. And I'm going to go down with my zip tie. It's going to be easier said than done because I have all these tails in here. Maybe if I go from the back, let's try. And I could push it through. one worked. Worked. Perfect. Okay, make sure they're facing each other, that they're going to go in correct. And I'm going to take, I have this much left over, and I didn't use all the white on this wreath. You'll see the next, one of my swags does have some white in it. I'm using this leftover piece. I'm going to cut it at 10 inches. And then I'm going to cut it again in half. So the edge, serged edges, so I cut down the middle. We're going to put, scrunch up where we just cut. So you have the serged edge. Put a little clip on it. And do the other side. So I'm scrunching at the bottom and leaving that serged edge. And hopefully this covers what I need it to cover. I have to go this way. Don't want it long. Actually, I think I'm going to put an elastic band around it and I can cut it. I don't want it long. One kind of like that. I'll cut all that off. So kind of rolled it in. Measure, make sure they're both the same. You have 3 turkeys on your table. Oh, good luck, Nadine. Okay. Trim a little bit of that off. One in one way, one in the other. And I'll do it up, be shorter. And hopefully, once I open up these little tiny ruffles, it'll cover everything. Well, isn't that different? Now, if you have a longer piece of mesh left over, I only had about 11 inches. I have a few that I was playing with. Whatever you have, I would try and do maybe cut a 14-inch piece. So not 10-inch, but 14-inch. Then cut it in half and then scrunch it up. It'll give you a fuller little center like this. But it does the trick. Could have even used blue, but I was trying to keep the center like more monochromatic. Here we go. Let's see if you can see. All right, we're gonna put a hanger on it. Just the bottom there. Oh. Isn't that cute? And there we go, our first. And I didn't use all my white, I did not use all the blue, and I didn't use all the black and white. But I have a huge flower that I could probably sell for like 60 bucks. I used all mesh for the center. We can push these up a little bit. There we go. Push them up, then we won't need too much ruffle. Kind of looks like a cup in the center. All right, so that is our first piece.